Claire, VO, my name is Claire Morgan. And this is the story of how the people I loved the most became the reason I built everything they said I couldn't. I grew up in a home that looked perfect from the outside. A white house, trimmed hedges, laughter that never reached the heart. And in front of it, a shining sign that read Morgan Medical Center. My father was the doctor everyone respected. My mother handled the books. My brother, Andrew, was their pride. And me? I was the quiet one, too curious, too different, too unfocused, as they called it. I remember one dinner. I was 16. I told them I wanted to study biomedical engineering, build tools that could save lives. My father laughed so hard he almost spilled his wine. "Claire," he said, "you can't even handle a stethoscope. Leave the serious work to Andrew." The whole table laughed. Except me. That sound, that cruel, familiar laughter, carved itself into my memory. When I turned 19, I left. No hugs. No goodbyes. Just a note on the kitchen counter. "Thank you for teaching me what love shouldn't feel like." For months, I slept wherever I could, on couches, in bus stations, sometimes under the stars. I worked double shifts in a coffee shop, saving every coin to pay for online coding lessons. Some nights, my hands shook from exhaustion. Other nights, from hunger. And still, in the quiet, I'd hear my father's voice. "You'll never make it." That voice became my fuel. My revenge. Rain fades. A slow beat begins, pulsing, tense. I started building small software tools for clinics. Most of them failed. But each failure taught me something. Persistence became my oxygen. Then came MedLink, a medical management system built for small hospitals. Simple, efficient, reliable. No investors, no help, just me, my laptop, and endless coffee. It took 2 years before a clinic finally agreed to test it. And when they did, it worked. Within 6 months, 10 more clinics signed up. Then 100. By 30, I wasn't just surviving. I was Dr. Claire Morgan, CEO of MedLink Health Technologies. Music swells, strings and percussion blend with the beat. That's when I got the email. Subject line: urgent partnership request, Morgan Medical Center, my family's clinic. My father's empire. Falling apart. They had no idea who I was, that the company they were begging for help belonged to me. I remember staring at that email for minutes, just listening to my heartbeat. And then I smiled. "Let's meet," I replied. "I'd love to help your business." Low hum. Footsteps echoing in a hospital hallway. When I arrived for the meeting, every memory of that place came rushing back. The smell of disinfectant, the sound of clinking instruments, my father's booming voice echoing through the hallways. I wore a simple black suit. Nothing fancy, just power disguised as calm. My heels clicked like a countdown. The receptionist looked at me strangely, like she almost recognized me. Then the office door opened, and there they were. My father. Older. Grayer. My mother. Smaller than I remembered. My brother, Andrew, now manager of the collapsing clinic. For a moment, no one spoke. Then my father's voice cracked. "Claire," I smiled. "Hello, Dad, it's been a while." I looked around the room that once rejected me. "Funny," I said softly, "how life works. You once told me I'd never make it. And now, the company you need to save your business is mine." My mother's eyes filled with tears. Andrew looked away, ashamed. And my father, just sat there, wordless. 2 months later, the acquisition was complete. Morgan Medical Center now belonged to Medlink. To me, I walked through the hallways again, only this time, as the owner. People whispered. Cameras flashed. My father watched from his old office window. When I entered, he didn't look up. His voice was barely a whisper. So, what happens now? I placed the new nameplate on his desk. Now, I said, we rebuild. Properly. Efficiently. With heart. Something this place never had when I was here. For a while, I thought revenge would taste sweet. It did, for a moment. But then came the emptiness. Because no amount of success can heal the wounds left by those who were supposed to love you. So I shifted my focus. Instead of punishing them, I rebuilt the clinic for the people it was meant to serve, the patients, the nurses, the forgotten ones. I created scholarships for young women in tech and medicine, for girls like me, who were told they couldn't. And for every achievement, every milestone, I never sent them invitations. Not out of hate, but peace. One day, my brother came to see me. He said, Claire, I'm sorry. We should have believed in you. And for the first time, I smiled without bitterness. Don't be sorry, I told him. You gave me the silence I needed to hear myself. My father never apologized. But when he retired, he left a note on my desk. Just 5 words. You were always enough, Claire. I cried that night, not from sadness, but release. Because the truth is, I didn't need his approval anymore. They turned their backs on me, but in doing so, they gave me space to rise, higher than they could ever imagine. And maybe that's what life is about, turning pain into purpose, rejection into fuel, and silence into strength. Because sometimes, the best revenge isn't making them suffer. It's becoming everything they said you couldn't be, and doing it with grace.